Today I am here to answer one simple question. Is the quality of an electric drum kit determined by how many boxes it comes in? Let's find out. Oh no, you thought we were done. There's more. There's many more. Okay, now I can actually get in there. Let's have a look. So, what I'm going to do today is give this bad boy a bit of a road test. I haven't had a chance to yet since the unboxing video where I didn't have a hi-hat, so that didn't really add to the playing experience. And just before we kick this off, I want to just take a moment to, first of all, thank EFNOTE for sending this to me, and for secondly, you to ignore the cable management. How we're going to cope with this said cable management is by, you know, in meditations when they're like, help you escape your life and your stresses by putting yourself on a beach, shut your eyes and you're on a beach, a lovely beach, that kind of thing. When you look at this cable management, I want you to shut your eyes and imagine the best cable management you have ever seen. You could even fathom, because I think that'll help. Right, let's give this a go. The first thing I already like about this is the fact that there's a big headphone jack and also a small headphone jack. We like just every option, to be honest. Ooh. Oh, very nice. Kick is really loud. I have a feeling I may have turned it up, but it's super responsive and it sounds like a real drum, especially in my ears. You get a really, the low end just really sounds very good. They've got a proper nice range, dynamic range in there as well. It's fantastic. I was very interested to see how the dynamics and the sensitivity kind of changes between the 3X and the Pro, because I was really hoping for a major step up, and it definitely, there is a definite improvement. But that's kind of where the drop off is for it to pick up anything. That bell sounds very good. There's two separate cables coming from every single cymbal because every single bell has a sensor in it. And that sounds delicious. And as I mentioned in the unboxing video, we've got a dark crash cymbal here, which if you're a drummer you'll know is usually to do with how the cymbal is hammered. So I'm almost convinced now that the dark cymbal is simply aesthetic and it's just a tiny bit darker. That's literally the only reason. But it is nice and loud as you'd want a cymbal to be, which is very loud. Goodness me. Yeah. Something I've found with the 3X is that it just doesn't feel quite loud enough, and I haven't gone in and fully tweaked it as much as I could just yet, but almost straight out the box this feels a bit dynamically better. I'm not the first person who has played this drum kit. This is actually making its way around other drummers, so they may have also adjusted a couple things. There were two things I wanted to find out about this drum kit: the snare sensitivity and also the hi-hat. It is the bane, I think, of any drummer's life. The hi-hat is usually not quite with it enough. And it's a tricky thing to try and replicate, in all fairness. And this feels pretty damn good. Another thing, as I'm kind of going through and just having a feel for everything, this actual module, the screen itself, again, compared to the 3X, it just feels a lot better. It feels more modern. It feels like a phone, opposed to the other one where it's kind of like you have to press it and really mean it and really know what you want to be pressing, which if you're in the heat of the moment, you don't really want to be faffing around with that and pressing buttons, whereas this has got 3 knobs and the touchscreen is way more sensitive. Much like the kit really, it's a lot more sensitive. It's just a higher fidelity of everything. I've heard somewhere that they may have re-recorded the samples, or they've done something basically to make this sound a bit more, just a lot cleaner somehow. I don't know what it is, but it sounds really good. It looks like you could store BPMs in the actual metronome. So you've got A, B, C, D, and you can just select, what sounds we got? We've got, can I select that? Whoa! Goodness me, that is very loud. Let's turn that down just a smidge. Also the normal stuff. I like an actual metronome that counts and shouts at me, as viewers of mine will know. But I like the 1E Anna, 2E Anna. So maybe it might be a downloadable thing, perhaps. I don't know. You might be able to put your own in. Again, don't know. But that would be really cool if that was possible. But to me, this kit doesn't scream a practice drum kit. To me, I look at this box and I go, this is built for big gigs and touring. So you don't really expect there to be lots of practice tools. But again, like with the 3X, that comes with metronome practice tools, and it tells you how in time you're playing and stuff like that, which I don't currently see is available here. And again, I think the reason for that is if you're gonna buy a drum kit like this, they're probably expecting you to be a certain level already, a certain caliber, already know how to play and know how to practice. So right now I'm in instrument expansion, so I'm guessing that means there will be more drum kits and instruments that you can download into this as well. Maybe your own sounds, perhaps. 5 slots free. Interesting. There's so many cool things on this. Many a cool thing is here. In fact, so cool that I'm going to move you while I do this. So here, for example, we've got global panning, so you can see how everything is spread across your ears, which is really good and awesome that you can adjust it in a much more visual way than just having some knobs. I really, really like that. In fact, can you move things? Can you move it with your fingers? Aha, okay. So let's take the snare drum right now, central. Over to the left. Oh, that's so cool. It's a simple thing. It's not some brand new feature. I just love how they've done it. You can have a much tighter mix and you can have it wide. And you can adjust as you go. You can make it wider and wider and wider. I love that. Amazing. We've got effects. There's a lot of effects going on. Oh, that's exciting and intimidating. Oh, this is more technical than I normally get. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can sort out what channels everything's on. You can just have set lists, so you can be ready to change kits like that instead of having to scroll through the whole list. Amazing. Aha, there's hi-hat calibration. Okay. Loosen clutch, drop down. Cool. Are we good? So I need to up that sensitivity. Blimey, that thing sits way more. I want to just up the sensitivity of that in general. Oh, and you can do all 3 zones of the hi-hat. So you've got the edge, the top, I'm guessing. Oh, so top is zone A. Zone B is the edge. Stop the press. They've got the bell of the hi-hat. Ah, that's amazing. That's so cool. It's not something I personally have ever really thought about that much. Oh, yeah, that's amazing. So I'm going to bring up this sensitivity. Because hi-hats are very loud in reality. That was the edge I wanted to bring up, okay. I mean, sure, why not? Awesome. So I can't fully remember how I got in there, but alas, we got there. And now let's get back to the more exciting stuff. So right now I'm on the Studio Rock kit. Just going to turn things back up again. Nice kind of dry, rocky sound. But what else have we got? Okay. A lot is what we've got. Oh my goodness, how many kits is that? That looks like 20 or so, maybe? Kits are reasonably fast to load. On my Roland TD30, it's basically, I mean, it's instantaneous, but I think there's a lot more data being loaded. And also the module is a lot bigger for that. It's like proper size thing. And I personally do like having a much more tactile interface than this. I think I'd rather have knobs and buttons than have a touchscreen personally. But again, if you're in a playing environment, if there's lights and it's mostly dark and weird lighting situation, then you're going to want a screen. And also we've got colour, which is nice. Again, the 3X doesn't have that. It's kind of bare bones, has everything you need, but this has everything you could want, basically. Oh. Oh. I'm liking the snare drum more and more as time goes on. It is so nice having a china that's actually china shaped. It feels like one. Not exactly the kit for that, but let's find one that is. Legends, okay. Very dry again. Ooh, tasty. Nice fat snare drum. There is something definitely higher quality about these sounds, for certain. I can't put my finger exactly on what they've done, but it's just so much more immersive, much more real. I don't know what they've done. Some kind of magic wizardry. And I hope that here on YouTube this is also translating, because it's quite lovely in my ears. Right, this is for loud people. Sforzando. very high-tuned toms for what that snare drum sounds like to me, but that's just my personal taste. I also find it a little interesting that they've kept everything really quite dry. Again, if we're in a live situation, it can just go out dry and the whole arena or venue might give it some effects and some reverb. Let's just have a look at the moment. So it was about there. For tuning, how low can we go? Very nice. So again, I can only compare to 2 other electric kits really, but something I did like about the Roland kit opposed to this current kit, and I might be just not able to find details about what exact snare drum this is that they are replicating here, but I appreciated being able to know what the drum size and the depth was for the drum, so you knew that you were going to make it vaguely accurate, but maybe they just kept it within parameters that are somewhat possible instead of just having the world be your oyster. Turn up some muffling. God, that's... I'm almost moved by how good this is, which is silly because it's just drums. But yeah, this makes me very happy. This has caught me on the right day to make me this happy. God, that's very nice. Very nice, lads. It's very nice. And you'd hope so. Really, you would. If you guys have an EFNOTE kit already, I'd love to know what your opinion is on it. I've only tried the 3X and obviously now the Pro, but if you've got any EFNOTE kit, let me know what you think down below, because I have my own opinions about it. Like, I was concerned about the sensitivity in the lower range kits, but I need to have more of a fiddle with those. But with this, this is lovely. Have we got kind of to the edge sensitivity? Not really. So it doesn't appear to have any kind of different sounds around the edge or anything like that, which would have been nice. Minus it being a little bit less sensitive around the edges. Doesn't have that tonal change. I'm finding it interesting navigating between these kits. It would be nice. Maybe I'll test these buttons. Hang on, let's see if it can change the kit just by moving the button. No? Oh, you can swipe. Okay. So you can swipe between kits. Tasty, very tasty. I may have now made this hi-hat a bit too sensitive compared to the rest of the kit. There's many a fiddle that needs to happen before this feels perfect to me. I am recognising different sounds from the lower kit, the 3X, in here. But again, somehow it just sounds just that bit more real. I love this snare drum. I'm a sucker for rim shots. And we've got the rim click as well. Let's give that a bit of go. So something I like to do is actually play some ghost notes with my fingers while doing rim shot stuff, and it does seem to pick it up pretty nicely, but I do have to be more firm than I normally am. But what I kind of like about it is that it gives you a clean rim click every single time. Obviously it's not going to know where you are really, up and down like a normal one. Oh! But you can get the flam! Oh, amazing! but yeah, the ghost notes are definitely not quite cutting out for me or coming through for me. Maybe the sensitivity needs to come up a smidge. I wouldn't really want to bring it up much more. I played a gig last night and I was reminded just how hard a hitter I can be, so rim shots all the way. So I won't go through all of the drum kits on here, otherwise we'll be here all day and I'm just going to sit and make funny faces and play drums, and it's not going to be a very interesting video. Oh, but this is a very nice drum kit. That's not exactly a very technical response about this drum kit. The conclusion of this video is that this is a nice drum kit. Surprise, surprise, everybody's shocked. No, but it is really nice being able to feel what modern high-end electric kits feel like. Love the high tom. Yeah, love the sustain on that. Very tasty. True classic, coated vintage 70s. Ooh. Oh, lovely long taily snare drum. I feel like for a 70s kit, it needs to be way more muffled than this, but we can do that, which is awesome. Okay, cool. So I've just found the list that tells you how deep and how big all these drums are, which is fantastic. I'm glad that's actually in there. I would have been shocked that it wouldn't be. I just haven't navigated this before. And yeah, you can just edit it from there. And I am going to muffle these a bit more. I mean, it's 70s, so why aren't we just practically dead? There we go. Go for 30. Honestly, the snare as well, you'd probably want to... Nice bit of compression on that. Can't tell if I like that or not. Regardless if I like the sound or not, they sound great and the effect is really, really good. There's a footlight. A what? I have no idea what that is. I can't see if there's a light coming from anywhere. But that would be a really good idea. A footlight. Perhaps it connects to something going on in here, but oh, that would be really cool, especially if you're in a dark gig. Wow, that's awesome. It's just one of those subtle things you wouldn't think to do. I wouldn't anyway. Let's just do a little jazzy one, just see what the vibe is in that, because sensitivity is going to be key on that. Yeah, I mean, that bass drum sensitivity, the subtlety you can get out of that is absolutely exquisite. However, if you're a proper jazzer, you're probably going to want to utilise a real acoustic kit and its capabilities. For example, the way you can muffle a snare drum. I think the snare sensitivity, especially if you're doing really subtle stuff, I'm not sure how this copes with brushes, if it does at all, actually, but that might be a good thing to note if you want to be playing some jazz on here. Oh! There's a funk kit. Emma's got to try the funk kit. Interesting, this is exactly the same snare from the 3X, but it just sounds just so much better. It sounds more real. This is what I was hoping the 3X would sound like, but I'm glad that the tech is actually there and the quality of it is still available. And that isn't to say that the 3X sounds bad in any way, shape or form. I just find it's not quite as responsive as this. And I'm only comparing it to that because it's the most direct comparison we've got. Interesting kick sound. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn down that. The sensitivity of those ghost notes really comes out how I would like them to. There's only the odd one or two where you're like, ooh, if that was a real snare drum, it would come out. But it's really nice, very responsive. The cymbals are interesting too. Again, it's just that higher fidelity. Somehow it's the crispness of these cymbals, and especially in the bell, is really coming through. And that really helps to sell it feeling like a cymbal, feeling like a metal cymbal. It doesn't respond the same way in terms of feeling because obviously it's not metal. That's something I don't know how they're going to even try to recreate. Let's have a look at the recording. Let's stop that. I do hit a lot of rim shots, I apologise. Dead easy system to use. I wonder if you're able to actually just record straight out. I suspect you are. Which would be very, very convenient. Very, very convenient. And what I mean by that isn't that you just go through something like I'm doing over here into a DAW. I'm talking just press record on here and it goes out into something. That would be cool if it could do that. Ah! There's this one with no snares on. That sounds very good. Very, very good. This is just... Ah. I like that one. Bass drum is very bouncy. That's the only real qualm I have. That's a bit more like it. That's one of my favourite drum intros of all time, and if you know it, we can be friends. Yeah, I'd say the only thing I'm having an issue with here with this kit is the kick drum and the bounciness of it. I feel like I'm having to fight it quite a lot, and I'm feeling like it's taking quite a lot out of my leg just to get it to do what I want it to do, which is interesting. I'm going to have a fiddle with the pedal. I'm going to get practicing, because that's what I'm here to do, and I'll see how I feel at the end. Let's find out. Also, I just connected my laptop to this whole thing with Bluetooth, and it could not have been more simple, to be honest. I was expecting a bit of a hullabaloo. Sometimes things like that don't work, or you need to download software to make them work, or there's just something else going on. Nada so far. The Bluetooth sounds great. There's no buzzing, there's no nothing, there's no loss in quality really that I can hear through these anyway. Maybe if you had higher quality in-ears, you might be able to differentiate a little bit, but woo! Very good. Very, very good. It's also really nice just being able to hear your music really clearly and have it just be simple. Oh, I loves it. You can also do that with the 3X as well, as far as I'm aware. I need to double check with the Bluetooth settings, but you can plug in your phone, I'm pretty sure, and just have it coming through as well. So all is well in my world. All right, I'm gonna go practice. See you in a bit. All right, so now having rehearsed with this a little bit, I think the only thing is that I need to adjust some levels. So some of the cymbals felt really loud compared to others, and other odd little bits and bobs, but that's nothing to do with the actual drum kit. The drum kit itself sounds cracking. Really, really good. I'm very chuffed that I get to play this. I feel very lucky, and I'm very grateful to EFNOTE for lending this to me to try out. And you'll be seeing more EFNOTE stuff on this channel as we go on, because I have an EFNOTE 3. There's potentially another one coming. Ooh, a different one. Ooh. But yes, I'm feeling very grateful to be playing this drum kit. Thank you so much to EFNOTE for lending this to me to give it a go. It's so nice to play something that feels just so good and high quality. It's brilliant. I'm really excited to see where this goes, because EFNOTE hasn't been going that long as a company. So bring it on is what I say. And if you can get your hands on one, if you can find one in a music shop, give it a go, because they are really, really good. I love the cymbals. It just sounds great. Let me know what you think of the EFNOTE kits as well. I'm really curious to find out what other people's opinions and experiences are. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and if you want to watch more videos, probably not like this one, but more drum lesson related, or if you want to watch me unboxing this and answering a lot of your questions, then feel free to watch the unboxing video that is here, or you can watch whatever else might be here. Also, if you'd like to consider subscribing, that would be very appreciated. It helps a girl out. It helps feed me, basically, and maybe a couple other people. Either way, have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Big love. Mwah. P.S. I will be doing a full review of this once I've had a bit more time with it and I've adjusted a couple more things. Okay, now you can go. Bye!